The dawn of civilization. Primitive. Dangerous. Exciting. The handwriting is on the wall. If the human race is ever going to amount to anything, it needs
the most civilized caveman I have ever seen.
Look who's come out of his cave.
Hey everyone, this is James from Cave Dweller Music Podcast. Today we have a very special guest for you. Macho Frost, the frontman of the incredible crossover band Texas Toast Chainsaw Massacre. If you haven't heard them, you are missing out. And do not let the name put you off. Their jokes might be funny, but the music is serious. Welcome on the show. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man.
Anytime. For anyone who doesn't know you, do you want to maybe tell us a little bit about the band, a bit about yourself?
Yeah, we're crossover thrash metal from Chicago, Illinois. We've been around since 2011. I do vocals. I'm the frontman. I'm not talented enough to play any instruments, so I just scream into a microphone and yell dick jokes. But
well, you do a great job.
Amazing job.
we're goofballs. We do a lot of a joke. Like, yeah, you said it perfectly. Like, we joke around a lot, but we take the music very seriously. Like, we're gonna make you laugh, but we're also gonna be like, wait a minute, these guys, they know what they're doing.
Exactly. That was exactly my impression the first time I heard the album. I was like, oh, this is funny. Oh, this is good. Like,
that's what we go for.
Brendan, what are your first thoughts when you first came across the album that I sent you?
So I was like, oh man, this is really late at night. So I'll listen to this first thing in the morning. And I'm in the shower and I'm like, all right. And then fourth song pops on and I do one of those, like, pull my head out of the shower and I'm just like, what the fuck is this? This is so goddamn good. I love it. You know, it's the I Want to Pet Your Dog song, you know,
Yes.
And I'm just like, fuck, this is awesome. Like, it's just so it's heavy, it's monstrous, you know, and it's just like, oh, it sounds so rugged, you know what I mean? And then you're just like, you're listening to it and you're just like, God damn, I love this. This is perfect. You know, like, hey, buddy, I want to pet your dog, you know? It's like, holy shit, that's mean, you know? And then he's like, because, like, hey, buddy is one of those things you say to a toddler or someone you're going to start a fight with, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, it's just like, it's so good, right? And then, yeah, the whole thing, it's just perfect.
I've had, just since the album's come out, so many people just yell that at me. And I don't think it's going to be something I can escape for a while.
The price of fame.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch that documentary with the dude from Warrant where he's like, I'm the cherry pie guy? I feel like that's going to be me. I'm the I want to pet your dog guy.
So I saw, remember the D's Nuts dude video that he made that went like absolutely insanely viral?
Oh, yeah.
I was in Vegas like years ago and he was coming down the escalator into the casino. And as he was coming down, this guy coming up was like, D's Nuts, like right in his face. And the guy just like put his head down and like, leave me alone. Like, leave me alone. I was like, I feel so bad for that dude. That's his life now.
Yeah, it's definitely great though. Like, or like the Robocop is whoop ass, and I'm just like,
Great track.
it's just brilliant. It's perfect. You know what I mean? I love it.
What else is there to say?
I don't know. Like,
Whoop ass.
Robocop is whoop ass, and you're just like, it's. Yeah, man. Like I said, it's just perfect, but it sounds tough and not tough as nuts. You know what I mean? And it's just like, you get behind it.
Thank you.
Also, thank you for doing a song by Tokyo Gore Police. That's been long overdue.
I need people to watch that movie. It's
I've
such
seen that
a
movie.
good
It's
movie.
a great movie.
It's on my watch list now, especially
watch it.
yeah.
That's all. That's all I wanted. I was like, I want people to know that Charles Barkley fought Godzilla. Like, that's a real comic book. And then Tokyo
Yeah,
Gore
I remember
Police
that.
is a whoop-ass movie.
And that you want to pet dogs.
And I want to pet dogs. It's basically just a biography. The new album is just an inside look of my brain. It's like Inside Out 3.
Yeah. It's like hanging out too, like, you know, like the Blockbuster parody there, you know, like
Yeah.
hanging out watching, you know, it's like it's perfect. Like, wait, I've done that before.
And
This
Happy
song-
Gilmore was that literally like what if Happy Gilmore was a serial killer and then boom, song?
Yeah. We just like literally every song on this album is just things we like, and we're like, okay, I think it started with, what if we wrote like a bridge that was just "The Price is Wrong, bitch," and then we just like said that over and over again, and then we just wrote around that, and then we're like, okay, well, it's got to be about Happy Gilmore. Or we wanted to, it didn't actually even happen. We wanted to start a song with like the sample of like, hey, you know that Mista lady? I think I just killed her. And we're like, okay, whatever. Like, let's just write a song about Happy Gilmore, but we can't call it Happy Gilmore because then we'll get a copyright strike. So we'll just call it Happy Gilmore, and then you'll just murder people.
yeah.
Love it. Are you out of
Yes.
curiosity, are you familiar with a show called I Think You Should Leave?
Oh, I love that show so much.
I knew you would. I was like, yeah, this guy would love that show. I love, dude. I have seen that series. I know every word to that show. I love that show.
Oh my god, I constantly quote it all the time. My band
Me
drives.
too. Did you catch the live tour, the show
No,
that he
I
did?
didn't actually.
It was pretty sweet. It was him and then like a bunch of the cast from the show, just doing whatever they wanted on stage. Like
That sounds incredible.
he showed some like unreleased clips, which was really sweet. Then he had like some songs that they did live. And then for a portion of it, they just picked a random dude that they found at a local comedy club and brought him on stage and had him like do whatever he wanted with a microphone.
That's awesome.
It was awesome. But if you're taking requests, the reason I asked is, can there please be a track on the next album that references I Think You Should Leave in some way?
Oh, yeah, probably. I could do it.
Perfect.
Uh,
So
so
a little
fun.
bit about the album. This is your second full length, right?
Yeah. The last one came out in 2015. It was a long time ago.
Okay. Why was there such a long gap between the two? Just busy doing other things, or?
Yeah, kind of like it's been written since like 2018. Actually,
Okay.
like musically, all the lyrics were written the night before I had to record them. Yeah, basically, like I moved to Wisconsin for a little bit, and then we had like some like medical stuff going on, and then we had like family emergencies, like some like deaths happened, and then like COVID just pushed it back even further. And then like once, because we all live in the like Chicago area, but like we all live like an hour away from each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like when we have to do something, it's kind of like a pain in the ass. It's like setting up a D&D campaign when you're like, okay, yeah, like next week we're gonna all meet up, and then you don't see each other for like 4 months. It's the exact same thing with our band, where it's like, oh yeah, like we have band practice when we have shows, but like we don't see each other if we don't have a show booked. So we go like months without seeing each other.
Okay.
So it just so happens that like we were like, hey, we should probably put this album out. So then in 2022 we got most of it recorded, and then I finished it up last fall. I finished vocals on it, and then it was mixed and mastered and then pushed out to the masses.
Awesome.
Oh yeah.
Actually, I meant to ask you this earlier. It's definitely a question I wanted to chat about on the show. Where does the name come from? Like the band name?
It's never exciting. Like, this is not as good as an answer as you want it to be, but I made this band when I was in high school. It was my senior year in high school. I was in a cinema class, and I had to make a final. My final for the class was that you had to make a movie. So I wanted to make a movie about a heavy metal band that got, like, famous and popular. And so I was like, okay, what would be the stupidest thing to call this band that got super big? And so I had a book with like 100 dumb names in it, and like this was the one that won. I don't remember a lot of the other ones. I remember one of them was like pi, P-I-E equals good, P-I equals bad, or hot dog water, or just like
Love hot dog water.
stupid shit.
Limp Bizkit reference?
Oh yeah, I love Limp Bizkit, but it's just, yeah, I don't know. It was something I thought it was funny when I was 18, and now I'm still doing it when I'm 31. And it's just, I haven't changed it.
Bravo.
Good. Never change. There's enough serious people in the metal scene. We need more comedy.
Oh, definitely.
Right. Especially when it sounds so good.
Oh,
Yeah.
thanks.
Exactly. You can be
Yeah.
as silly as you want as long as your music sounds good, and it does.
Right, man. Like you're just like I'm gonna melt these people's faces, and they're gonna like they're gonna get down, and then they're gonna listen to it, and they're just like, all right, I get it.
We always try to take people by surprise. Like we take.
Yeah,
this
it would. It'd be great.
Like, I love dressing up in obnoxious costumes on stage.
Okay.
I think we played in Louisville the last year. It was Halloween, but I probably would have done it anyway. Where I just wore like my wife's pink cowboy boots and some like short overalls with nothing on underneath them, and then a cowboy hat. And I did the whole set like that.
Wow.
And then we came out on stage to. You ever hear the song Ram Ranch?
I think so. What was that from?
It's-
Which
Oh, it's not
Really?
our song. It's like a meme song. It's like 18 naked cowboys in the showers at Ram Ranch.
Oh no, I don't know it.
You should listen to Ram Ranch. It's incredible. But anyway, we came out to Ram. We played Ecstasy of Gold like Metallica, but we faded it into Ram Ranch, and then I came out in the overalls and the cowboy boots, and then we just played a set. And that's
Brilliant.
and we just were like, we want people to be like, what the fuck is happening? That's our mission statement, is what the fuck is going on.
That's awesome. There's a band from Brisbane, Australia, where I used to live. I couldn't tell you the name, but they open for Obituary, so they play like a lot of death metal shows and stuff. But it's just two dudes, one on guitar, one on drums, and they're both in mankinis. And all of their songs are about dolphins.
That's awesome. I love shit like that, dude. Like Banana Slammer, where they dressed up like monkeys.
No, I love it. I mean, a gimmick is fine when you're not trying to be serious. Like, I love gimmicks with like bands that have a bit of a sense of humor.
Right.
I think a gimmick is good if you can like be more than the gimmick. Like if you can like
Yes.
if you can, what is the word I'm looking for? If you could like prove yourself that you're not just leaning on the gimmick.
Yeah.
Like if you add something more than just the gimmick, I think the gimmick is fine.
Yeah, the gimmick's just there to elevate you. It's not you.
Exactly. Like like we put people through tables during our set like a lot. Like we have a whole wrestling thing. We spent a lot of money to get a custom title belt that we have that says Toastamania Heavy Metalweight Champion. It's like, it's legit. It's like heavy. It's real metal, and like we defend it against other bands. I think Nemesis from Carolina has it right now. But it's a real thing we do, and we beat the shit out of each other with like chairs, and we put each other through tables, and it's stupid, and it's definitely a gimmick. To like, it was a gimmick in the early days to like get people to our shows because it's like, oh, Texas Toast is going to play. They're probably going to suck because they're drunk, but hey, they're going to put someone through a table, and it's going to be yes.
So do you still do it now though, even though like you?
Oh yeah, we do it all the time.
Okay, great.
Nice. Are you guys like have a wrestling background at all, or just have a love for wrestling?
No, I'm just an idiot who loves professional wrestling way too much.
Who's your favorite?
I have a tattoo of Macho Man Randy Savage on my leg.
Yeah, brother.
Ooh, yeah.
Step into a Slim Jim.
But yeah, no, we're not professionals. We're professional idiots.
So question, would like a career highlight for the band be to have a wrestler choose you as one of their intro songs?
Oh, we actually have. That's happened already. Not like a
Oh, wow.
They're not like on TV or anything, but a
Okay.
wrestler. His name is. I think he's changed his gimmick since then. But he was the Bruiser, Axel the Bruiser, and he messaged us a couple years ago. You can look it up on YouTube. If you go to the Texas Toast YouTube channel, we wrote a theme song for a wrestler, the Bruiser, and it was awesome. That was a
that's
really
sick.
cool moment. It's
I
like
can look that up.
BREW, like beer bruiser. I think he doesn't use it anymore though, because I think he like turned heel, or he was heel, and now he was a bad guy, now he's a good guy. Something, I don't know, but I don't think he uses it anymore.
Oh, okay. Well,
Regardless, it was awesome.
Yeah.
I'll rephrase slightly then. Would like a professional like WWE or something wrestler be like dream?
Yeah, that would be awesome. I would just settle for like seeing a wrestler in one of our T-shirts would be cool enough for me, man. Just
That would be sick.
yeah.
Well, I want to ask quickly, we chatted about this before the recording, so no one knows what we talked about. Godzilla. They won't be able to see this as an audio recording, but on your wall behind you, you've got a ton of Godzilla posters.
Yeah, I'm a huge Godzilla fan.
Yes.
I just this past weekend I was at a convention called G-Fest, which is the largest Godzilla convention in the world, and
Wow.
it's 15 minutes from my house, so I just get to go every year. It's awesome. We have that Godzilla song on the new album,
Yes.
Godzilla versus Barkley, the Dunks of Justice, and then we're already writing like songs for the next album, and there's already a Godzilla one. So
Awesome.
Awesome. Okay, well, next album. Do you have an idea of when that would be out?
2026 is the goal.
Sweet.
I said it's
Okay.
not going to take 9 years next time. It's going to take 8.
Nice.
Improvement.
But no, we're gonna. It should be.
Like a year and a half. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Not like I don't know. Don't quote me on that.
Noted.
And
12 years.
Godzilla, you said you went to that event. It was with a member of Oxygen Destroyer.
Yeah, their lead singer Lord Kaiju. He's a good friend of mine. He flies out from Oregon, and he comes and crashes on my couch for a week, and then we've done this 3 years in a row now, where he just comes out here. We go to the Godzilla convention and we nerd out, and then he goes back on his merry way, and then I see him next year. We do it all over again. He's a great guy. That's an amazing band.
Yeah,
they have
awesome.
They have a new album coming out. It's fucking incredible. Like honestly, like if you like my favorite thrash album of the year is the new Oxygen Destroyer album.
Okay.
Like it's not. It comes out in a couple weeks. But I was lucky enough to listen to it. It rips, dude.
I bet it will.
And I was meant to see them live playing with Fulci, and I had to move. I had to move that night, and I missed it, and I was so disappointed.
That's
That
such
would have been a sweet
those
show.
are both fucking awesome bands. Fulci kicks ass, and the
Yeah.
Oxygen Destroyer is so cool. They're very good live too. They're coming back to Chicago. They're going to be here in August. So I'm going to go.
Well, I'm sure they're going to come through California with the new album releasing, so I'll catch them in the next swing around for sure.
Yeah.
Don't miss it. That's
I
a
won't.
good band.
Oh, yeah. Guardian of the Universe. Checking it out.
It's all about Gamera,
Oh, really?
big old
Gamera.
turtle.
Oh, that's cool.
Sweet. It's gonna be awesome. Do you
Um,
guys
so-
do a little? Sorry, I was gonna say do like a little switch. You do like Oxygen Destroyer songs, and they do you.
I don't think we could play Oxygen Destroyer songs, to be completely honest with you. I couldn't pull off that. It would sound like complete shit if I try to do vocals like that. But if they want to play our stuff, more power to you, man. Like, go for it. It'd be like playing Guitar Hero on easy mode for them. Those are some talented ass dudes.
They are fast. They are so fast.
Oh, yeah.
So, Chicago, local band wise, you guys have been active in the scene for a long time. Is there anyone that's a standout that people should check out that might not know?
If you don't know Molder,
Yeah.
the death metal band Molder, I've
They're
known
awesome.
those dudes since they were 14. Like that band is awesome. The lead singer Aaron actually made our logo
Oh, really?
all
That's
the way
cool.
back in the day. Yeah.
We
Who else?
we caught them at Maryland Death Fest actually, like a few months
Yeah.
ago.
Oh yeah, those dudes are awesome. Very good friends of mine. There's also like Organ Failure. That's a grind band. They're also really good. Nucleus. There's not a lot of thrash in Chicago, so it's all death metal. But all of our death metal scene is incredible.
Morgan Supplier, right?
Oh yeah, and we got like Cyanide from back in the day, and we just got so many cool death metal bands here.
Yeah, Chicago is great for that, 100%. Actually,
We
you
used
guys have some power violence too, right? Some good power violence stuff.
We do. I'm not really into like that scene. Like I love power violence. I just don't leave my house very often, so I don't know who is big right now.
Okay.
I live out in the suburbs, so I don't get to go out to the city that often.
That's like one of my biggest pushes against moving to the suburbs, which my wife wants. Is right now I'm like 15 minutes from my favorite music venue in San Diego, so I don't want to give that up.
No, man. That's how I used to be. Like we used to live in the city, and it was like, oh, I could just hop on a train and I'll be wherever I want. Now it's like, oh shit, it's gonna take me like an hour, and I have to find somewhere to park. Like, no.
Brendan, how long is it for you to get to Hartford for gigs?
Oh, it's easy. It's like 20, 25 minutes, maybe,
That's not
depending on how parking is. Like, if I can get there early enough and then, like, not late to a show or whatever, and, like, parking's not bad, like, yeah, it's fine. It's usually pretty quick. There's Mass has got, like, a 50-minute ride, and the Palladium's there, and that's, like, a big spot. And then, I don't know, there's a few other spots. There's a bunch of little sweet little spots in Connecticut. Cherry Street Station always has, like, some bands rolling through there. Yeah.
Nice. We've got a couple in like other areas of San Diego that are really good, but there's a concentration of the bigger ones in downtown, which means you have to go into the inner city, which I try to avoid on a weekend night because it's like, hey, that'll be $30 for parking or like $45 for an Uber both ways.
Yeah, that's how Chicago is. Like, you're gonna have to pay to park somewhere, and it's not gonna be cheap.
Yeah,
And your
That's
car might get broken into if it's not the right place.
yeah. Actually, we hadn't asked this. Who did the album art for Super Turbo?
Devin Whitehead. He works for Cavity Colors now.
Okay.
But he's an incredibly talented artist. On Instagram, it's Devon Draws, DEVON DRAWS. Incredible artist that we were very lucky to be able to get some art for before he blew the fuck up.
And what about like the video for I Want to Pet Your Dog? Who shot it?
Our guitarist Jordan. We did
Oh,
that
nice.
all ourselves. Yeah.
That's great.
I met him in college. I went to college at Tribeca Flashpoint. It's a media arts school. Doesn't exist anymore. But I met him there. I went for video game design, and he went for editing and film. So he's a film editor. So he shot it. He edited it. He directed it. We did all that ourselves. All the dog is just like stock footage we bought the license to.
There you go.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's yeah. That's all done.
DIY, super DIY. Love it.
Oh, yeah.
You said you went to college for video game design. Did you end up working in that area?
No, I ended up being a cook.
Oh,
Nice.
No, I graduated. I have a degree in video game design, but it's just when I graduated, it was like 2012, and the only place you could work in Chicago really was NetherRealm, and I had an interview there, and I didn't get hired, and then it was like, okay, I can either move to California, which I couldn't afford, move to Texas, which I couldn't afford, or move to Florida, and I did not want to. So I was like, whatever, and I just like started dishwashing, and then I became a cook. I've been cooking for like 12 years. I've been kitchen manager and stuff. I'm decent at it, but all self-taught. Yeah.
That's fun, man. I used to be a chef. That was good stuff.
Oh yeah, dude. I love cooking.
I do too. I especially love it now because I'm not like doing it professionally. So like,
Same. I got the hell out of that shit. I'm like, I'm not doing this anymore. This year is like on January 1st was my last day as a chef, and I was like, I'm done. I'm not doing it anymore.
Nice.
Have either of you guys seen season 3 of The Bear?
No, that show gives me so much anxiety.
Not yet.
It's very, very. I imagine it's way worse for you guys because you worked in kitchens for so long. You probably like PTSD flashbacks.
I've seen I've been like so many at least with the first season and second. I think I can't remember her name, but the sous chef.
Oh my god, why can't I think of it? Yes, I know who you're talking about.
But yeah. So, anyways, where she like did all this like crazy Sydney, yeah. Like, and I was like, God damn, I've been in that same position, like, and felt that fucking,
oh yeah,
and I was like, man, all this like hard work or something happens or this and that, or like the fucking fridge puts us out and you gotta like make stock, do something so you don't just lose all that money, you know what I mean? And like do something like, oh man, like just the hustle and bustle. Obviously all that stuff doesn't happen in like one day or like whatever, that's like a combination of like that could happen within like a year. Like some of that stuff can happen never.
So it's super condensed for the show, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Which also like makes it all like, holy fuck, like, why is all this happening right now? Like, I'm never going to open a restaurant, you know? You're like, you open up the door wrong and all of a sudden the window falls down and then you got sprung a leak somewhere. You know what I mean? It doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Unless you inherit a place that run down, maybe.
Right. But then you also, like, you know, you have to treat everything with respect. You can't just, like, go slamming stuff around and, like, you know, something breaks and then it's like, oh, who broke this? What happened? Someone should say something, you know? And it's always the not me ghost. I don't know, you know?
Yeah. So you obviously love video games. Are you playing anything at the moment? What are you into right now?
I started streaming on Twitch recently.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
So
Everybody does that.
What's your handle?
TTCM official.
Okay, cool.
But I've been trying to do Knights of the Old Republic. I've never played it before, and I love Star Wars, and current Star Wars is bad, so I was like, I'll play this. So every time I try to play it, though, something happens, so I haven't really gotten that far. I've been playing the Deadpool game for the new movie coming out.
Huh.
I've just been playing old shit. Mario Galaxy.
Nice.
I don't know. I there's nothing coming out that I'm like super interested in right now, so I'm just going back and playing old stuff.
I was playing like this game called Dead Cells. It's like a side scroller.
I love that game.
So good. So
I
good.
beat it during the pandemic. That was a good game.
Yeah, that's so much fun.
It's hard.
Yeah, it can get there. It can get really hard. And
I'm
then
saying-
there's
Oh, go ahead.
oh no, I was just saying there's another one called I think it's like Vampire Diaries, and it's just like this. You're just like this little pixelated character, and like you have this like you start off with like this simple little weapon that like, and it just automatically goes off, right? And then you
Vampire Survivors?
yeah, or that's what it is. Survivors, not Diaries. Yes,
Yeah.
thank you. Vampire Survivors.
That game rules.
Yeah. So I've been like going through all the characters and like just like trying to like find all the fun little things and just go through it
Yeah,
all.
it's a fun game too.
That and then
I'm
Call
playing
of Duty
through,
Zombies.
Oh, sorry. Cool. That's what you told me about, right? That's actually like a fully open world game.
Yeah. That's the one. I was like, yeah, because like you could play it on your PlayStation and Xbox together, like people on their PCs.
Cross-platform.
Yeah. So I have a buddy that I play with on PlayStation. He's on PlayStation, and I'm on Xbox, and then like we still play together. It's sweet.
Oh yeah.
Nice. I'm playing Monster Hunter World at the moment, which has been a lot more fun than I expected it to be. It's actually a really good game.
Yeah, that's a big open world too, right?
Sort of. It's like isolated open world, so it's like you have like spaces that are different biomes that you hunt within, and then you go back to your base, you can go to the next one, and like within those they're pretty big, but
Yeah.
it's not like fully open world. But some of them it's like you have like 50 minutes to kill one monster because that's how long it takes. Like,
Oh shit.
That's
just
great.
is like beat it, just keep beating it.
I've tried to get into Monster Hunter before, and it's never clicked with me.
I didn't like any of the previous ones really, except this one. This one's been interesting enough because there's like 15 different weapon classes, and each one has different controls.
Right on. Maybe I'll check it out.
So that's a lot more variety and stuff. And then before that, I'm also playing on the side Dead Army 4.
Ooh.
That one's pretty fun.
That's a top-down kind of game, right?
No, it's third person.
Third person.
Yep, that's like Nazi zombie thing, third person shooter where you can upgrade your weapons and stuff, and yeah, it's pretty fun.
Right on.
Brendan, I know you always have some local questions you like to ask. Have you got anything?
Yeah.
in the chamber?
So, where's your favorite place to get a hot dog?
Mickey's.
Mickey's?
Yeah, it's in Villa Park. You get two hot dogs and fries for $7. It's awesome. It's delicious. I mean, honestly, like Gene and Jude's best hot dog in Chicago, but like it takes a little bit for me to get there, and it's cash.
Right.
Only, and I don't have cash all the time. But if you're ever in Chicago and you want a hot dog, go to Gene and Jude's.
All right. Hell yeah. Do you like the Chicago style dog, or is that like played out because you're like you're in Chicago?
I'm like one of the most Chicago people you'll ever meet in your life. I'm surprised I don't talk like Mike Ditka. Like I drink Malort. All I eat is hot dogs and Italian beef, and I drink Old Style. And like, no, Yeah, no, I love Chicago style hot dogs.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
That's why, like, people are always like, "Oh, this band is from Texas," and I'm like, "No, that's just the name of our band, man. It's like a movie. Like, we are the most unapologetically Chicago people you'll ever fucking meet."
What makes a Chicago hot dog? Like, what's the traditional?
So it's mustard, no ketchup. Like, if you ever go to like a real Chicago hot dog joint and ask for like ketchup, they'll fucking yell at you. Yeah, they'll be real pissed off. Like when I was with Jordan from Oxygen Destroyer, we went to Gene and Jude's, and I'm like, please do not ask for ketchup. Like, they will be weird about it. But no, it's mustard, onions, tomato, sport peppers, relish, celery salt, and then a slice of pickle.
Nice. That sounds awesome.
It's so good. I love it.
It's the way to eat a hot dog. Like,
I do versions of it all the time, you know, like, cause like I don't always have everything. I don't always have sport peppers or whatever, but you know, like, so it's like, but I'll throw like a tomato on there, the pickle, the onion. I love it, man.
It's got to be a Vienna beef hot dog too. That's what.
Okay.
That's also the traditional.
Interesting.
What is your, like, do you like, there's a hot dog place around here. I guess it's been around forever. And then like, the company was going to go out, and then like some other place like bought it up so the brand wouldn't die, and it's like got Groton Weagle, and it's like it's made like 25 minutes away from here or whatever, and like it's been around forever, but they do like the skinless dog, or they do also like an all natural, all that good stuff, but the natural casing dog is like, it's pretty good. It's like just it's nice. There's a few of them that do like nice, like good snap too, that are like, I guess it called. It's Hummel Brothers. They're made in like New Haven, Connecticut, or no, yeah, I think it's New Haven. Could be wrong.
Right on.
They do a good job.
We went to
Chicago specific. Is deep dish as popular in Chicago as people make it out to be?
No one eats that here.
Okay.
It's just like tourist trap restaurant.
It's literally a touristy food. No, dude, we have like it's called tavern style. It's like pub. It's like really thin, crispy crust with like sauce and like really melted, like almost like dark, like brownish cheese. Like you really cook like well done pizza. But it's like really thin crust. I think Pizza Hut has like a Chicago tavern style pizza now. But like that's what we eat here. Like if you want deep dish, you're gonna go to like Giordano's or like Lou Malnati's, which are like, they're both very good, and I think they're just local anyway. But like they're like the chain pizza. Like you're not gonna go to like a random pub or like a bar and find it anywhere.
Oh, I've had this style of pizza before. Okay, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It is very good.
Oh, that's the best. Yeah.
Tavern style. How does it compare to New Haven style?
I don't think I've ever had New Haven style. I can tell you the worst pizza I've ever had in my life is in Detroit, Michigan.
I've had that style.
We went to this place called Cusimano's. We played a show there, and I think we were there at like 2 a.m. We were like shit faced, and there was nowhere else open. And we went to this place, and they charged us $30 for, I swear to God, a big Lunchable pizza. That's what it tasted like, a Lunchable. I was so mad.
It's disappointing.
And you remember that what was it, Detroit style pizza we had at Maryland Death Fest the first year? That was literally like eating a loaf of bread.
Oh yeah, it was like that big, and it was like no sauce and like 4 toppings, right? Or no?
Like 4 pieces of pepperoni.
I love a real Detroit style pizza, but this was not Detroit style pizza. This was just garbage pizza in Detroit.
I think you can find that anywhere.
As I say, this looks like a good crispy pizza. You guys just cut it into squares.
Yeah.
Yeah. They just roll the roller right across it.
Yeah, like, you know, like going all nuts.
Yeah. You get that big like swoopy blade, and you go blah blah.
Oh, it's the swoopy blade thing. Okay.
Yeah. You know what
the roll or the rocker? I don't know.
The rocker.
Yeah. So funny. What was like? What's your dog's name?
I don't have a dog. I have two
What?
cats.
No,
Deception.
it's I love it.
I know.
Finally.
The Shyamalan twist. I don't have a
Interview
dog.
over.
Oh,
I
Wow.
would love to have a dog, but I live in an apartment.
Yeah.
So I have two cats. I have one called Mr. Popo from Dragon Ball Z. He's a big fat tuxedo cat. And then I have a Russian blue. Her name is Sweatpants because she's gray and has brown spots.
Great names.
that's awesome. That is awesome. I had oh man, I had a cat. Then I don't know if I'd ever get another cat. That's funny.
Oh,
Yeah,
cute.
so funny. What's your favorite venue to play in like Chicago or in your area?
Reggie's Rock
Reggie's?
Club is like the joint. I've been going there since I was like 16. I saw one of my first ever like club shows there. We've played there like a bunch of fucking times. I had my wedding reception there. That's how much I love that place.
That's awesome. Oh, I've seen this. One of the guys who writes for our site is I think based in Chicago, and he's posted pictures there a few times, and it
Oh yeah,
looks sick.
it's the Chicago metal spot.
Okay. It looks awesome. I've seen
It's
lots of pictures,
incredible there. Yeah.
and like pretty big names play there, right? Like you get some decent.
Oh yeah, I've seen like
Acts.
Autopsy there. I've seen like a bunch of crazy shows there.
That's awesome.
Hyrax, Armored
I don't know if
Saint.
we have like.
Yeah, there's a lot going on there.
I guess our quintessential one in San Diego is Brick by Brick.
Oh,
It's
hell yeah.
it's where like everyone is not too famous players.
That's Reggie's.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like our I guess like the Webster Theater, Hartford, that kind of dealy. I like the Oakdale Theater is pretty big. Sometimes some bigger bands go there.
The Brick by Brick is in an industrial part of town in a big shed, and it feels like a basement show, even though it's a decent size.
Right on, dude.
It's nice.
That's nice. Nice. Do you have a favorite place to play outside of Chicago?
Minneapolis.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that is our home away from home.
Okay. Anywhere in particular,
It was the Hexagon Bar, and then it burned down during the George Floyd riots. But it was a dope bar.
Yeah.
But we still go back there like once a year, and we've been playing random places since. But I loved the Hex. That place was awesome. It was always free, and it always started late as fuck, and it was always packed. And it was like, we just love Minneapolis. We have such a good scene there, and we have such a good like fan base there, and we always have a great time.
That's awesome. Hell yeah.
Nice.
Baltimore also is becoming slowly our new second home.
We love Baltimore. We're
Yeah.
there every 2 years.
It's definitely a good time. It's always too like we always go in May, end of May, and it's like nice weather. It's starting to get hot, but it's not too ridiculous. And it's nice. Everything's starting to wake up.
Yeah, good music, good food, great record stores.
Yeah, it was fun, man. Definitely a good time. There's
Yep.
like a lot to do, you know what I mean? And you could just like wander around and just stumble upon just like cool little spaces, that are just like, oh, a little park here, or hey, that's a museum, or like,
Oh yeah, definitely.
Honestly, I don't think we had a single bad meal the whole time we were there.
no,
I don't think I've ever had a bad meal in Baltimore.
everybody's on point. They're really
Yeah.
good.
Great seafood, good barbecue.
Yeah, that chicken place we were going to was
Oh, yeah.
fire.
Peruvian chicken joint.
Yeah, it was just like Peruvian. It was like, yeah, they either wanted like a quarter or half a bird, dark meat or white meat, and then it was like
Rice and veggies for
right,
like mashed potato and veggies, and it was like what, like $11?
yeah, it was so good.
Yeah. I don't know if you've ever attended Maryland Death Fest, but it's right downtown there. It's right up against the power plant.
Oh yeah, no, I've never made it out to MDF. I've always wanted to, but I've never like pulled the trigger on it.
That's
Yeah.
highly recommend it. We've gone twice now, and it's going to be like a regular thing every 2 years for us, and that's an awesome time. It's so
Hell
much
yeah.
fun.
I'll try to make it out soon.
Yeah. They're
The
already
lineup
like,
is always stacked too. Like they get a crazy number of good bands.
Oh, the lineup's always ridiculous, and it's always just like, do I have enough money to buy a ticket to this and get to Baltimore? Is always
yeah. We try. That's why we're trying to do it every like few years because it's like it is a big commitment.
It adds up. Yeah. And we have a buddy that comes from Australia to join us, and it's a long way for him to come.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, I gotta hit him up.
Yeah. I just wanted to ask something we talked about before the podcast as well. I completely forgot. The guest appearance that you had on track 14, Cremator from Ghoul, you were saying that he recorded his portion in his car or a van.
Yeah, he it sounded like he did it in like a van because like there was like white noise in the background, so that's why there's like a weird filter on his voice. It's to mask out the white noise behind him. But yeah, he's a really good friend of ours. We played with Ghoul for the first time like 8 years ago, and I remember after our set, they told us that they thought we were gonna suck because our name was stupid, and that we surprised them, and that we turned out to not suck, and so they were stoked about it. So when they played the next year, they invited us back, and then we've just kind of kept in touch ever since. We've been good friends.
Oh, that's awesome. Really cool.
That's definitely funny.
And you were saying as well when we were chatting that you guys know Lich King pretty well. You've known them for a long time.
Oh yeah, I've personally known them for an extremely long time. Brian, their drummer, actually mixed our album. But like we're good friends with like their bassist Mike and Joe and Nick and all of them. Like they're all homies.
That's awesome. I love all their stuff, but I really like that first album of theirs, despite the production. But you were telling me about that as well. That was also a super DIY.
Their lead singer Tom at the time like recorded that in his car, like by himself. He plays most of the or all the instruments on it. It's wild. But yeah, no, I'm friends with a lot of like the Thrasher guys, like Cross Examination from St. Louis are good friends of ours, and like we're very lucky to have some really cool friends.
That's awesome, man. Yeah. Really cool.
Lich King is from Amherst, Mass. It's not far from here.
Yeah.
You seen them live, Brendan?
I feel like the name is really familiar. I just don't. It doesn't ring a bell, like as far as like seeing them live or anything.
I'll send you some albums to check out after this.
Yeah, I was just like, wait a second, this sounds so familiar, and then I'm
Listen
like,
to World Gone Dead.
Great one.
That's their best one.
2010.
Was that which album was that for them? That's
their third album.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Their third and fourth album are the best ones, in my opinion.
Fourth one was Born of the Bomb. That was a really good one as well.
Born of the Bomb.
Yeah, I'm following them. Yeah, they said on their at least on their Bandcamp, it says they're in Greenfield, Mass, which is even like, because I grew up in like right outside of Keene, New Hampshire, so it was like Greenfield was like real close.
Yeah, we recorded the drums for the album out there.
In Keene or in Greenfield?
In Greenfield.
Nice. Nice.
Actually, just got to amend what I said before. It's their second album that I love. The one that Toxic Zombie Onslaught.
Toxic Zombie Onslaught. Yeah, that one fucking rips.
Yeah, it's got that track 2, was it? Attack of the Wrath of the War of the Death of the Strike of the Sword of the Blood of the Beast.
Blood of the Beast.
Oh, the bump on the log.
I love that song, dude. That's a fun song.
That's funny.
And Black Metal Sucks is pretty funny, too.
Yeah, every time they come to Chicago, I always try to get them to play shit that they absolutely won't play.
Oh, yeah?
I'm like, dude, no, play like Toxic Zombie Onslaught. And they're like, no, dude, we haven't played that song in a fucking forever. I was like, no, do it. Do it. Or I always try to get them, have them let me do vocals for them.
Have they let you?
Yeah, I did last time they were here. I did, what's the name of the song? It was off Born of the Bomb. I I don't know. It's on our Instagram. You can find a video of it. I was really drunk. It was St. Patrick's Day.
So I just noticed we're kind of coming up to time here. Brenda, do you have anything else you want to ask?
Well, yeah, a couple more. What's your favorite beer?
My favorite beer is Miller High Life. I love
Classic.
shitty beer, so
Champagne and beer.
I see you're wearing your Natty Boh hat. I love Natty Boh.
That's a good beer.
I absolutely love Natty Boh.
Great beer.
PBR. I'll drink anything that isn't an IPA. Honestly, I hate IPAs.
Hey,
I like
PBR
it.
is super underrated. PBR is a good beer.
Yeah, I mean, a good, crisp, clean lager is great. You know what I mean? It doesn't always have to be like all this crazy stuff. Like, I work for a brewery and
nice.
we do all kinds of neat stuff. And, you know, like we do these like good lagers. There's like a couple ales that we've been doing, and like they're just like good, crisp, easy peasy, like not like super crazy on like anything, you know? Like as far as like hops and bitterness and this and that and like wild whatever, you know, it's just like good traditional style beer. And then like the sours and the things like that we do are like, you know, those are pretty neat, you know. So
Yeah, like if I had to choose what to drink, like I love Colt 45. Like give me a 40 and I'll be the happiest guy in the world.
it's a big boy.
Oh
Nice.
hell yeah, the big glass bottle.
And then really like who inspired you to start doing vocals and like, you know, getting out there and doing that kind of frontman stuff?
Two people in particular. I grew up in the late 2000s, like so Tony Foresta, of course, like Municipal Waste, like they were the band that we looked up to, and then Billy Milano from Stormtroopers of Death.
Okay.
Like we are very heavily SOD MOD influenced. So like you listen to our music and you listen to their music, you can see it. Like those two bands, Municipal Waste and then SOD MOD, like those are the bands for us.
Do you have any influence from Suicidal Tendencies? Because I felt like some of it sounded a little bit like that.
All of like those old like 80s thrash bands like Excel and like all of that shit, and then even like hardcore stuff like Biohazard or like
Nice.
like Leeway or like stuff like that. Like we just like everything we like, we kind of just throw into a big melting pot, and that's Texas Toast. It's just what we think is cool.
It is. And then also, like, what's your favorite Texas toast?
The garlic bread, the frozen one with the cheese on it.
With the cheese? Yeah.
Very nice. Not a question, but what you just said kind of reminded me of. Have you ever seen that meme that says everything you thought was cool when you were 12 is cool?
Yeah, that's
kinda
our
like,
band.
That's your band. Yeah, that's the thing. That's your band. It's true though. It's awesome. All that stuff is still sick. Arnold Schwarzenegger is sick. Terminator's sick.
Oh
Guns,
yeah, dude.
cool.
RoboCop is whoop ass.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
You do like some
Godzilla,
Transformers, maybe some
Happy
Ninja
Gilmore.
Turtles.
Yeah, dude, that's it. Like we are a 12-year-old boy. That's our band.
Awesome.
So
Living
I've got
the best lives.
I've got one last question for you that's going to put you a little bit on the spot, but everyone that comes in the show has to answer this one. If you were stranded on a desert island and all you had was a solar-powered Discman and 3 CDs to listen to on repeat until you got rescued, what would you want those to be?
Chocolate Starfish and the Hot Dog Flavored Water
Okay.
by Limp Bizkit, and Justice for All by Metallica, and America Must Be Destroyed by Gore.
Interesting spread. Nice.
Yeah.
Some good stuff there.
Those are like my 3 favorite albums of all time.
Okay. I was going to ask you something just about Metallica. So, and Justice for All, have you heard the bass mix, like where they've added like extra bass in?
I haven't. That was like the first metal album I ever heard. I got it from the library, and
Nice.
I was just like, what the fuck is this, dude? And like, yeah, then I became a metalhead. I see Metallica for like the 4th time in like 2 weeks. I'm so stoked.
Oh, you're about to see them?
Yeah, they're playing Chicago. They're doing like the two shows, no repeat set thing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
With like Pantera and Five Finger Death Punch for some reason, but it's going to be a great.
Okay, I think of the reason because Five Finger Death Punch, whether people want to admit it or not, is kind of like this decade's equivalent of Pantera.
Oh yeah, no, they're the new cop band.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the I Miss My Child Support Payment band.
Yeah.
So just to wrap things up there, for anyone who wants to follow the band, buy the album, listen, show support, what's the best place to do that? What are the best places to do that?
You can find like our Bandcamp, definitely Texas Toast Chainsaw Massacre.bandcamp.com. That's where you can buy any of our stuff if you want to support us. But you can find us on like literally any like social media that all goes directly to my cell phone. So if you ever want to get a hold of me, message Toast on anything, and you'll probably be talking to me. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Twitch, Threads for some reason, like all of those things. Like we have them all. So just look up Texas Toast Chainsaw Massacre. It's not hard to figure out if it's the right one or not.
Yeah. Which one of the Texas Toast Massacres are you guys? Like,
yeah. If you see Leatherface, you forgot a word.
Yeah, so funny.
Awesome.
I was just looking at your stuff too. It's like you get nice wallet.
Oh, you guys have like a Texas Toast wallet for sale?
I don't think so.
I want to put your dog. Oh, it's a bumper sticker. It looks like a wallet.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Bumper sticker. You can buy a Texas Toast Chainsaw Massacre foam finger if you want to.
That's
amazing. You should make one of a wrestling figure with your belt.
Oh, we
You know
should.
what I mean?
Yeah.
That sounds expensive. I'll talk to someone about getting that done.
Yeah, you guys like a little Stretch Armstrong guy, you know? Like,
That would be awesome.
You can also get some action figures made of your mascot.
Yeah, definitely. That guy. We don't have a name for him yet, but we're trying to figure out.
Okay. You should do a poll. Like a public poll for your fans to pick the name.
That sounds like it would go terribly.
Exactly.
Toasty McToast face.
I just saw this. The toasted hat.
Oh yeah, there's only a few of those left. So if you want anything on our merch page, get it now because it's running out very quickly. We're not able to remake all of that right away because we do all of it out of our own pockets right now. So
Nice.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, you guys got some great stuff.
Yeah.
thank you.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us. It's been awesome talking.
Yeah, of course. I'm down to come back whenever you guys want me to.
Yeah, anytime, man. Anytime, you're welcome. And for anyone listening at home, thank you so much for tuning in. And come back next week. We will have a different guest for you. Okay.